Well, you know, that's what you're going to hear probably from all the candidates is fiscal restraint. And the only way that you're going to achieve fiscal restraint, you know, keep the taxes low, you got to keep them manageable. There's a fine line between a tax freeze, keeping taxes low, and continuing to provide the services that the county residents expect. But the thing that you have to do from a county executive point is you're going to have to understand every one of these departments. You've got to be willing to be a hands-on leader and dig into these departments and understand and divide what is a need and what is a want. And all too often, government, politicians, candidates for office will say that that's what they want to do. And they talk in generality terms of fiscal restraint, budget cuts, lower taxes. You can't promise that until you understand all of those departments. When you understand them, then you can decide to go through them. You can work with a great staff that's out there. And then you can come back and you can present a budget to the county board. A budget that's fair to the taxpayer, and a budget that will hold the line, and a budget that will continue to provide the services. That's what I feel that I can bring and set me apart, is I truly don't even want to make one decision until I spend some time in that office understanding every single employee's job, their description, what they do, are there duplications of services, what is the importance of what that director and that department needs to continue to keep those county level services up for our residents.
Troy?
Well, I think one of the things that sets us apart, and I think we're in agreement on a lot of things such as what the question's about, but the thing that sets me apart, and I think that distinguishes the difference between me, is that I'm sitting up here saying that I'm going to freeze property taxes, I will reduce our general debt, and I will see 4,000 jobs created in the Brown County. If I don't, I won't seek a second term. That's my pledge to you as a taxpayer. The county board had an opportunity to show that it can make tough decisions at the last budget cycle, and it opted not to. It opted to take the money from the general fund and put us back into a structural deficit. It was a tough position they were in, but they opted to do that route. I've had to make all my life, even when I had to pay to go to high school in Monterey. I've always had to make tough decisions. Do I go this way or do I go this way? With my businesses, do I keep them open or do I have to shut them down? How am I going to be able to make payroll this week? So the difference is, yes, we want to hold property taxes because I think the community is it's pressured and it's struggling to survive. I want to keep reducing our general debt because I think our debt is too high, and I want to see economic growth in the community. With me, I'm not status quo. If you honored me with your election, I've never held an elected office. And that's the difference. I don't have any allegiances. I've never worked with in a county elected position with the people that are there. I'm bringing change to hopefully find ways to model the port and waste enterprise, the airport, the new zoo. These are all entities that generate income for either their department or their agency, or they bring back savings to the taxpayers. Not only to the taxpayers for the Brown County, but the municipalities that participate. And those are the type of models I'd like to look for.
I think the table has been set by the electorate last November. We have a new governor, a new legislature. Everything signaled out of Madison is pro-business. And as county executive, use the term taxes and jobs and fiscal restraint, we all agree to that. I think if Madison gets the house in order with those policies and you're seeing them, it's going to carry over in Brown County. And we can drive tax rates down. We can grow what business we have now and perhaps add to Brown County. As far as differences between us, Supervisor Carpenter and I kind of had this discussion in the past. And I think what you would find perhaps would be different if I'm afforded the opportunity than from those who have served previously is You're not going to see much of me up on the 6th floor of the northern building. I want to take the opportunity to work with the Sheriff's Department, go on Friday night ride-alongs, be on that snowplow, work in IT, what have you. I want to see their processes, because I'm going to bring in a different set of eyes that it's not the usual course of activity, that perhaps I can ask questions, well, why do you do it this way? Employ some of those lean initiatives that the county has started thus far, and stamp out duplication.
Okay, thank you.